save the rap game, but truthfully, I don't think the shit needs saving. I think we got wives and sons.
Shout out to Fontigolo. That joint hard to me. I don't care what nobody says. Shout out to Fontaine. Fontaine, one of the best lyricists out right now, in my opinion. Actually, from the past, I want to say about 10 years or so, since LB came out. D.J.S, y'all already know what it is. Hit the like, subscribe, tell me what y'all think about this blog. Let me get right out the gate with it. Both these joints is alright, but both could have been stronger. Out the gate. Hit the like, hit the sub, let me know what y'all think. Shout out to Drizzy, hometown shit. He from the town. So I'm definitely not going to be playing him. I'm not going to disrespect him, I'm not going to disrespect Ken either. Both big, very big artists in hip-hop. Both very skilled. Both have very dope music. But we talking diss tracks today. We talking diss tracks today. Let me tell y'all this. For me, a diss track has to feel, it has to feel powerful. It has to feel heavy. It has to hit hard. It has to be raw. I gotta keep it tall. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Lyrically, we know what he does. He ain't super crazy. I don't think he's better than Fontaine, in my personal opinion. But he's dope, and we know that. He definitely could write, and we know that, right? Let's keep it tall. We gotta keep it tall. When you guys look and listen, and when we all listen to what fire diss tracks have been in the past, let's go since back to Break of Dawn. We can go back to there. Go back to No Vaseline. We can go back to all them joints. Even go back to Cannabis, first round and second round knockout. All these songs, Ether, Sheether, all these songs have one thing in common, that they feel powerful, raw, and hard. Pause. They're tough. They hit heavy. I ain't gonna front. Kendrick Lamar had words, as he always does. Now, people are saying he's regurgitating certain information, repeating back things I already said, but I'm not even about that part. The way he's rapping it is so not it. It's so not it. Drizzy puts his joint out. Rest in peace to Pac, and salute to Snoop. Right? Now, we know those were AI, or at least they say they were AI, whatever the case may be. Right? So we're going with the Drizzy verse. Kind of similar to what we had a few years ago when Kendrick came at everybody with the Control verse. Right? We don't remember that Jay Electronica and them was on it. We just keep going back to Kendrick. Right? The joint felt powerful. The beat was hard. He was saying some shit. The flow and cadence he was using was potent. It was hard. I feel like I gotta line that up with Drake's joint, because this one doesn't really compare to me. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, but this was not it, bro. This shit felt light, man. This shit felt mad light, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This didn't have that feel. It didn't have that raw, dope feel that a diss track's supposed to have. It felt too light. Why you choose that flow and cadence for? Why you choose that? Because y'all not about to compare this to his Control verse. And the whole thing about the Control verse, as I said, it just has the right feel to it. It has that energy to it. It has that vibe to it. It has that diss track vibe, that diss track energy. Make you want to mean mug and shit. You don't get that off of this joint. You don't get that off of this joint. Kendrick did not bring it with this one. He had the words, yes. But it's more than just the words. It's how you say it, how you put it, the flow and cadence in which you're using, the delivery in which you're using. I feel like his delivery was too cute. Pause. That shit too cute, bro. When I look at what Drizzy was saying, I can't wait for this gonna just come outside or whatever. He's inviting you to come outside, but if that's what you come outside with, to me, you should have just stayed inside, bro. You would have been better off with Control 2, Out of Control, or some shit like that. That hits harder. That joint hits harder. I gotta keep it tall. This was very light. The flow and the cadence does not lead to it being one of them ones when you talk about a diss track. It doesn't lead to that, in my opinion. It does not lead to that. And it should. Diss tracks is supposed to be heavy. They're supposed to punch you in the mouth. This ain't punching no. This is barely even slap boxing. This barely slap Drake. This barely even slap Drake. I think Drake's joint hit a little bit harder. He was talking. His flow and cadence wasn't bad. It didn't sound like some little cute joint. It sounded like a tough little song. It sounded kind of hard. Kendrick though sounds too light. It sounds like a youngin' song. It doesn't even sound like a grown man song. It sounds like a kid song. It don't have that feel to it. That flow and that cadence is just not it for a diss track. It doesn't have that energy to it. If you ask me personally, none of them have that feel yet. Round 2 could be different, but round 1 so far don't got the feel from either of them. They don't got the feel. But Drizzy's has more of it. Drizzy got more of that energy, that diss track energy. That's something you can go back and listen to and say, you know what I mean? He was hitting him kind of hard. He was talking to him a little bit. The beat isn't bad or nothing like that. Kendrick joints sound way too light, bro. Way too light. Shout out to Joe Budden. I'm kind of disappointed in Joe. He's picking this song over Drizzy, but I understand where he's coming from because he's a lyricist. So he may have been hanging off of the words as opposed to the flow and cadence and the energy that the song gives off. Because this song does not give that energy at all. At all. And I seen some polls, y'all got Kendrick up. I'm talking like way up, but that feels to me like Drake hate. That feels to me like it's been Drake hate. Like y'all been waiting for this. Since he did what he did to Meek, y'all, it feels like they just wanted to see him lose. Because there's no way. The polls are so lopsided, but the songs are not far from each other. This one ain't way crazier than this one. This one ain't way better than this one. That's not the case. They both alright. They both pretty dope, but one is too light. That's the only case. I'm not saying, I'm not calling none of these songs trash. What I'm saying is light. Kendrick's joint is fucking light, bro. You can't trick me. That shit light. That's nowhere near the Control joint. Not even close. Not even close. It's too light. But I will say this. I do think there's going to be a round 2. I do think Drake was really waiting for him to come outside. And now that he's outside, now we can see what you're going to talk about. And you're just pretty much going back with the same information that was already put out there. Whether it's from the Pusha T joint or from whenever it was. But you're still going backwards. Right now as it stands, I got Drake up. Slight edge 1-0. Because he didn't have as much words. So I gotta give Kendrick that. He didn't have as much to say. Kendrick was saying a lot more. Hit a couple more metaphors, a couple more punches. All that counts to me. But it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough to beat what Drizzy did. I got Drizzy up right now, me personally. 1-0. But I do think there's going to be a next round. I do think they're going to come harder next time. Pause. I do think they're going to go more in their bag. Their rapping bag. Their lyrical bag. I think they're going to go a little bit more into that. Maybe a few more personals. But I do think they're going to have a round 2. Right now, as it stands, round 1, I got Drizzy up 1-0 in my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. And that's not no hometown shit. Because I would have said, if I was on some hometown bias, I would have said it was fire. I would have said it was crazy. And this, that, the third. I'm not saying none of that shit. It's dope. But he gave you one verse, a dope verse, then everything else he was saying with the the AI and shit like that. But if you want to count those two, go ahead. But right now, as it stands, I got Drizzy up. Drizzy was singing a little bit more shit to make me say, yeah, Kendrick, come outside, bro. Come outside, bro. We need to see this. We need to see this. Kenny comes outside with this very, I don't want to call it juvenile, but it just sounds like a real, it doesn't sound like a grown man diss song. It doesn't sound like that. It don't got that feel. It don't got that feel, man. It sounds like a youngin' diss song. And I gotta keep it tall. That sounds like a nowadays little kid artist diss song. You come in night and day from Control, in my personal opinion. But that's just how I think, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. I got Drizzy up 1-0 right now. By an edge, but I got him up 1-0. I can't give it to Kendrick. He had some shit to say, but the way he was putting it, the flow, the energy, the beat, everything was just not it for me. It was not it for me. You hear what I'm listening to in the background? That's Fontigolo. Balls. I'm expecting that with the beat, with the cadence, the flow, everything in one. Everything encompassed in one. But I did not get that from Kendrick. I got the words, I got the rhymes, but I did not get the flow, the cadence, the beat, the energy, the vibe. Everything else was not there. The aggressiveness, the delivery was not there. Drizzy up 1-0 in my personal opinion. D.J.S, y'all already know what it is, man. Hit the like, subscribe, let me know what y'all think. All right? 1.